Hi, I'm Doyle Bishop with Tulsa Heaters Midstream. On this channel, you can expect to hear about all things related to process heating, but sometimes the topics aren't technical, but most of the time they are, so thanks for joining. Hi, I'm Doyle Bishop with Tulsa Heaters Midstream. We're here with Eric Hall this morning. Eric is our Director of Operations, and I really don't want to make you nervous, but this is a global platform. Okay, so
worldwide.
It is. But anyway, Eric is, as I said, Director of Operations. He's also a dad and a soldier and a lot of cool things. So Eric, tell me just about your family.
Yeah, so my wife and I have been married. It'll be 20 years this July.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It is.
We have 4 kids.
Yeah.
I've got a daughter who's about to turn 16, and then I've got 3 boys, 13, 10, and 8.
Nice.
And so, yeah, it's lively, especially on days like today when it's a snow day.
Yeah. How many of the 4 are playing sports? I kind of know. This is an inside question. I kind of know the answer.
None of them.
Right. Yeah. Right.
No, they all do.
Yeah.
So we've got. It seems like there's no downtime for us. It's just run.
Yes.
But, we're gonna cherish it.
Fun times
while we're right in the thick of it right now.
Fun times for sure. So Eric won't brag about himself. He's also a soldier, a patriot. I don't know how many years with the National Guard, but attained the rank of major. Mm-hmm. And then you actually did 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan.
Yes.
I know long ones, like 9 months, 12 months, something like that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
2 different times, left the family home, big personal sacrifice. Do you have any thoughts or takeaways or anything about that experience that just, kind of formed who you are?
Oh, I think, life, especially difficult life events, they change you as a person.
Yeah.
I think it strengthened my relationship. Believe it or not, the absence strengthened the relationship with my wife. We just had the 2 kids during those deployments. Mm-hmm. My wife was pregnant with the 3rd. Only two. But she was pregnant with the 3rd during the last deployment, so I came home to a new baby, and she bought a house while I was gone.
Right.
So I didn't know where I lived, and I didn't know who this new human was. But I think just difficult things just kind of add to just make you stronger. And it definitely was a test. It was a test of our commitment to the marriage, and it's difficult on children too.
Yes.
It changes your perspective on things when you live out of a bag. 2 duffel bags for 2 year-long periods. You're like, maybe I don't need as much stuff as I think. So, and then you just see kind of what goes on in other countries. Not necessarily just the war part, but just how people live, and gives you some perspective of, we're all humans. We have kind of the same basic needs, basic wants, and not just seeing it on the television of some other foreign land. It personalizes it for you. So
yeah, I can tell you. Obviously, you and I know each other really well, and I can tell you I really feel safe with you on the front lines, protecting this country, protecting my family, and I know it's a big commitment, big cost to you. Okay, switching to business. So Director of Ops, what does that mean? What do you do? What does that job entail?
Well, I do a little project management on a few things, just whenever we get a substantial amount of orders in the hopper. But I manage the project managers, logistics. We've got a few engineers, drafting, spare parts. So it's really just letting our people, giving them the freedom to be great. You've made some great hires. We've found some great people. I think we have a great team, and just I view it more of a support role I think some people would think I do all this stuff. No, I think my job and my role is just to give them the tools they need to make their jobs easier, make their life easier, let them really shine and have the ability to impact our customers in a positive way.
So if a customer had an issue, they felt like it wasn't being resolved at the project management level, you're probably the guy that takes the call.
Yeah, I get that. And that's great.
Yeah.
We encourage that.
Sure.
I want to hear good news, bad news, whatever. We want to solve the issue.
So what part of your job is fun?
For fun, I mean, I've had several different jobs growing up, and the one constant, and it's true in this position here, is just being part of this team. I think is just seeing the success, and there's some pride that goes along with this.
Sure.
I'm proud of where I work. I'm proud of the team that I work with and what we do, and it really is just the people that is fun.
Yeah.
For me, and interacting with them.
Okay, what's hard?
There's just some little day-to-day stuff that I don't know. You get some issues that kind of crop up and that are just irritating. Just the little holes in the systems we have, everybody has, that come back to bite you every now and then. It's just trying to anticipate those, and you think you've got one riddle solved, and then another one crops up kind of out of nowhere. There's some enjoyment from solving the problems, but I would say that's the most difficult part, is whenever something doesn't go right and you let the customer down. That's not a good day for us.
Right. I always feel like on the project side, the operations side, 95% of all communication, whether it's an email or a phone call from a customer, from a supplier, it's, hey, we got a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
it's not where the sales guy, it's like, hey, you got an order.
Yeah.
Or, hey, can you answer these technical questions? It's not like, ugh. So I know the grind can be there with projects and operations. I get it.
The grind is definitely there whenever you have to deliver bad news that's out of your control. So you just kind of take your beating, and then thankfully our customers are very understanding. They're in the same boat, right?
Right.
And so they get it. But that's kind of the fun part of being a project manager and on the execution side.
So let's pretend for a second I'm a young, ambitious person in your group, and I come to you and say, hey boss, what advice can you give me to one day be in your role, to get promoted and be in your role?
I would think just work at being, do your job well. Doing your job well is a really good thing to try and do.
Yeah.
Be good at your role. Listen for what's out there. Learn through other processes and other aspects of the business. You need to know more than just what you're doing at the moment. And then, honestly, it's just trust that God is going to put you in the position He wants you to be in.
Right.
And trying to figure out how I got here is not anything that I feel like I've done, other than just try to work hard, build relationships, and trust that God's going to put you where He wants you. But that's really it. It's just work hard, build relationships, be open to learning, be open to being wrong, take advice,
right.
Listen to other people, and that's it.
Good deal. Eric, thanks for spending the time and sharing those nuggets of truth, and I'm glad you're at this company.
Thanks for having me on this worldwide production here.
Right. Hey, thanks for joining. If you enjoyed this episode, hit like or subscribe to get more information about process heating and Tulsa Heaters Midstream.